Does this ever happen to you? You walk into your room, you hit the light switch, the light doesn't work. Why? This is where troubleshooting comes in. So you come into your room, you hit the switch, the light doesn't turn on. 9 times out of 10, if it's an older light fixture that has light bulbs in it, it's a good chance that your light bulbs have burnt out. So that's always the first thing that I check. There are multiple things that have to happen for this light to actually work, and the light bulb is usually the last line of defense. Now, if it had been a light fixture that was a modern LED with the little LED bulbs and that you can't replace, then I would start troubleshooting even further. So we're going to start with the bulbs and see what's going on. You can check in the show description for a list of possible tools that you may need, and don't forget your safety glasses. All right, so we have our light fixture here that's not working, and it's an older style light. It's been here for a long time. We tried to switch, nothing happening. So again, this one has replaceable bulbs in it. So we need to remove our cover here, and I always like just to put this back on just so I don't lose it. These are LED bulbs, but they've probably been in here for a while, so we'll just try new bulbs. It's always my first line of defense. If it's a fixture that takes bulbs, try the bulbs first. There we go. And look at that, it was the bulbs. So what happens if I change the bulbs, I try my switch again, and the light still doesn't work? Well, now I know I had brand new bulbs in there, so the next thing is the power on? Is the switch working? And is the fixture itself working? So there's where the troubleshooting really comes in. So let's look at that next. All right, so like I said, if the fixture has bulbs that you can replace, we tried that, it doesn't work. My next stop would be the switch, because power has to go through the switch in order for the light to turn on. So now we're going to want to check to see if there's actual power in the switch here. So take your flathead screwdriver and get your plate off. And I like to use what's called a voltage sensor, and there's different models. I don't endorse anything. This is just the one I have. Turn it on, and it's always good to check to see if it works on a live circuit first. So you're going to want to check that your voltage sensor is actually working and will pick up live power. So we can see here that this plug is on. Move that, try my beeper in there. My beeper is ringing. So we know it's working. So take my little tool here and I put it in the bottom and see if I have any signal. There's no signal there. So the switch is in the off position, so only one of the screws is going to be hot right now. So nothing on the bottom, but I am getting signal on the top. Okay, so I know I have power at my switch, but is it getting through the switch? Let's find out. So there you go. Now I have power at the top and the bottom of my switch. So the power is going through the switch. So that tells me that the power must be getting through here and up to my light fixture. So at this point, if I put my beeper in here and I don't get any signal at all, then I'm going to assume that I probably have no power at my switch. So then from here, I would work backwards down to my panel and make sure the circuit breaker is actually on. But we just checked it, so we know we have power here. Okay, so we checked our switch and we're pretty confident that power is going through the switch. So now we're back to the light fixture itself. And in this scenario, we tried the new bulbs. New bulbs are not working, so we're going to remove the new bulbs. And in this case, then, we're going to decide, hey, it's time to change that fixture. We probably have an issue with the fixture. It's an old fixture, and it's really, we got our money's worth out of that one, so it's time for an update. So we're going to remove this guy here, and a lot of times, these are just finger tight. Remove that there little nut. Now, in this particular case, this house is being done over. It's going to be painted. I'm just going to give this a little tap just to break the paint around the edge here. And if it's not letting go, Then you're going to want to take a knife and just score the paint around that edge there. Give it a little score. Break that seal. That seal's been on there for probably 20 years. Tell by the amount of dust that's on the light. And there we go. Pull this light fixture off and reveal our connections. So at this point, my light switch is still off, so I shouldn't get any signal on here like this. Now if I turn my switch on, try it again. Well, look at that. Now I'm getting power in my hot wire. So now I'm pretty confident at this point, we ruled out the bulbs. It has to be the light fixture. So make sure my switch is off. Test it again. And now I'm going to remove this light fixture here, and we're going to replace it with a new one. Now, the one thing you're going to have to watch out for is there is still live power in this box right here. See that? So you're going to want to make sure the power's turned off. All right, we have our power turned off. We'll check it once again with our sensor here. No signal in the box. Let's remove our wire nuts. Somebody has tape on there. A little bit of tape. I personally don't do that, but that's okay. And we got to get rid of our old hardware here, right here. Take our red Robertson, our number 2 screwdriver. I'm going to just back these screws all the way out because the box is set back a little bit. It'll just make it easier to get this mount off. Don't forget to save your box screws. All right, we have our new hardware here, and let's get this out of the bag. Now, one tip I'm going to offer all the time is this light right here is directly above a sink. So you're going to be working with little nuts and bolts and washers and stuff. Put the plug in the sink, because if you drop it, it's going to go right down the drain. How do I know? It's happened before. So here's my new mounting hardware. I'm going to use the original screws for the box, mostly because I like Robertson, and the screws that came with it are Phillips. And all right, I'm going to tuck that over this way a little more because this screw going in, I don't want it to push into that wire right there. Get your hardware lined up. And this, of course, is my number 2 Robertson. Let's sink these in. The other thing I always make sure as well is this center post, where if it has to thread in any deeper than it is, you don't want it chewing into any wires either. Here is my brand new LED light fixture. And it has the black wire, it has a white wire, and the green yellow wire, but that's your ground wire, your bond wire. So the part that's stripped right here is only little short little thing. I like to lengthen that a little more with my wire strippers, just so I have a lot more to get around that screw. Okay, let's remove this. Ooh, that's a little tight. There we go. And see that? I dropped it. And if I don't put that plug in, then I don't think it's gonna go. Using our Phillips screwdriver, we're gonna back the ground screw it a little bit like that. Now out of this fixture here, you can see that the ground wire is the shortest wire. So I'm gonna do that last, because if I hook him up now, that's as close as the fixture has to be to work with it. So I'm gonna hook up my power wires first, and that'll give me a little extra space. And these are a little short for my liking. So I'm just going to take my wire strippers and give them a little bit more. just like that. Now this is stranded wire, so give them a good twist. And a good idea to check, you can see that I have a, what we call a sprig wire onto my neutral here. So let's just confirm that this is nice and tight there before we put anything else. We have our white and our black wire, and they're going to match to our white and our black wire on our fixture. So we're going to attach the neutral first. And I'm using new wire nuts because the old ones may have got stretched out. Give that a good twist right till you see the wire start to twist around itself. So I just get you see what I did there. Now because this is stranded and this is solid, we're not going to twist these together like that because this stranded will just twist around the solid copper wire, and that's not a great connection. So we're just going to put them side by side like that. Hopefully it shows up in the camera. Take my wire nut and put it over the top and then twist them with the wire nut. And again, once you see the insulation start to twist around each other, here's where an extra hand comes into play. And there we go. And we're going to cut these wires in the back, making sure that they are not where the screws can puncture through the wires. Okay, and then we're going to line up our fixture and make sure we have enough of that sticking out. So right now that's a little too much right there. Now this type of fixture, the other thing you got to watch out for too as well is that it slides in, the cover slides in from the side. So if you go from this side, you might hit the wall first. So just be wary of what side. That's just this particular fixture, not like that. Okay. Now, before we do that, I'm a little short on the lower end. So an extra tool I brought in was a step ladder so I can get up here. Wrap my ground wire around that screw. I know my fat finger's in the way here. So hopefully you can see that right there. Wrap it around in the direction that you're going to tighten your screw. And there we go. Now, when I just fit tested this, that's sticking out way too far for our little nut to lock that down right here. That'll bottom out, right? So we have to adjust our screw here, or our threaded rod. Gotta adjust that in like that. And then I'm going to put that on and hopefully get it on there. Come on, you know you want to. Doesn't want to thread on. It's one of those days. There we go, it's starting to go on now. So you can't leave it loose like that. You got to thread this right in till it tightens down the screw. I'm going to use my linesman pliers to get a little bite onto that and tighten it down more. Make sure it's nice and tight on the wall. Okay. And to make sure it's pleasing to the eye, we're going to want to put a level on that fella and make sure it's level. And it is in the level position, so we're good. Now we take our shade, we slide it in this way. Turn our power back on. So that was some quick troubleshooting on why light fixture doesn't work. If you got value from this video, you please consider liking and subscribing, and don't forget to come back for more videos.